Ladies and gentlemen, I am your captain, guide, and friend, Dalton Rutlinger. Welcome back to Sailwind. You are joining me at Happy Bay after I've made a delivery, and the reason you're joining me at Happy Bay is because I didn't want to show the same journey twice in a row, basically. There's really not a lot to actually record once I'm out in the open ocean, so yeah, I just decided, you know what, I'd start here instead of starting all the way out at Mount Malefic or something. So I delivered some mail here, and we're on our way towards the Firefish Lagoon. There's really no other way of putting it other than I just want to check out this new ship that's in the game, and in terms of role playing, our character would have seen how much that the job is paying. Let's take a little look see at how much it is paying. I mean, it's almost 5,000 Dragon Emeralds. And you add in all of this stuff onto it, this is a pretty big payday. So our journey is going from Happy Bay down to Newport, the Dragon Cliffs. I'll probably restock in some food and stuff at the Dragon Cliffs, and then I'm going to journey down to the Firefish Lagoon. So, let us be on our way as soon as possible because my character's starting to get kind of tired, and I don't have any money. We are now up to 41 gold lions, which is kind of like my character's personal currency in a way, at least for right now. Alright, so which way is the wind actually blowing? We need to be going more basically in the way that the wind is blowing right now, but or the way that the wind is blowing from right now. But first things first, let's just get away from the dock. We can figure things out as we go. Or at least try to, anyway. Come on. Work with me, game. Come on. Don't get time for your silliness today. I need to get something recorded before I take off for Wichita. Come on. There we go. Or not. This is going to be a pain in the butt, isn't it? Okay, at least now we're getting to a point where, yeah, we'll have a bit more room to kind of maneuver around here. Alternatively, what I can do is I can just kind of go out a ways and then just kind of turn with the wind and head back down that way. So in the event that this video goes up before Christmas, Merry Christmas, everybody. Actually, this video might go up on Christmas. I don't know. Right, so. Yeah, I need to be heading more that way-ish. Maybe a bit more like that. We shall see. We shall see. One thing I need to do whenever I get to the Dragon Cliffs is I need to buy a knife. I meant to do that whenever I was at Fort Astron, but I just completely forgot. And I'm technically not supposed to buy things whenever I'm at other regions, but I mean, it's a knife. You know, who's really gonna care? I'm allowed to buy food and water supplies, and I can kind of clean up the ship, but I can't really buy tools from other regions, and I can't modify the ship at other regions either. Everything has to be like from Astron. But there are some things I am allowed to buy, like salt, preservatives. I can buy a couple of keepsakes if I want, but that's there are very few things that can kind of be counted as keepsakes. What comes to my mind pretty much immediately is the uh, wind chimes. Those could be kind of counted as keepsakes, and I might get one. I've never had a wind chime on board my ship. I'm not sure if it's something I'd actually want to have. Okay, but we are now vaguely on the right path. Let's let that out a little bit. And alright. So yeah, I restocked on my food while I was here at Happy Bay. I have yet to actually open this. I'm hoping I can kind of keep it that way until we get to the Dragon Cliffs. I probably could have bought a bit more water, but you know what? It's not really a big deal. The sun is not far from going down, which works for me. This first barrel is almost out of rum, but I've still got another barrel of rum. And then I've got, this one's mostly full. And I've got a full one, and another full barrel of water. So we are good for water at the bare minimum. Okay, let's go ahead and cast the line out so we can catch some fish for our morning breakfast. And, yeah. Once again, we are on our way. Now, our character has never been to the Emerald Dragons, or the Fire... He's never been to this area that we're going. He's never been to an area that's outside the Eastern region. So I imagine there's going to be a bit of curiosity that goes on here, and I would imagine there's also going to be a bit of a language barrier to some degree, too. Because this isn't something I'd really thought about before, but it makes total sense, is that there would be a language barrier. These people are far enough away that there probably wouldn't be, like, they wouldn't speak the same language. I mean, there would be people who would speak the same language, like they would know the language, but by and large, you know, it'd be like if an American went to China, or vice versa. The language is going to be largely different. In America, the dominant language is English, whereas in China, the dominant language is probably Chinese. I say probably because China's not as straightforward as you might think. Anyway. It's starting to rain, which I don't really care for. But, for the most part, we are on a good path. We are on a good heading. Let's try and keep this heading as much as we possibly can. One thing I would not mind is upgrading the spyglass a bit. There is an island that where there's a merchant that sells basically nothing but spyglasses. It might be Sunspire. I don't remember. I don't remember right offhand like where this merchant actually is, but I do remember seeing him. Alright, I'm going to wait for the sun to go down, then I'll go to sleep. There's no point in checking the stars or anything yet, because Happy Bay is literally right there. We just departed. Though I believe Happy Bay is at the very... Yeah, it's kind of towards the bottom of the 35 square. I'm pretty sure we came around from this side, so... Yeah, we don't want to be heading directly to the southeast. We want to be heading a bit more south-southeast. Huh? Look at the rainbow. Very pretty. Ooh, double rainbow. Screenshot. Whether or not you can see the rainbow in the screenshot is going to be an interesting thing to find out. The good thing whenever you head off to other regions is that you can pretty much always see the main island from a pretty good distance away. Especially whenever you get close to either Mount Malefic or Gold Rock City. Those two land masses are just absolutely massive. So you can see them from a pretty good chunk away. Alright, the sun has gone down. Our character is extremely tired, so I will see you guys in the morning. It's funny to me how slow and how fast this boat actually is. Whenever I was departing from Astron, it took forever for Mount Malefic to disappear into the background, but Happy Bay, I caught a fish, I just now realized. Happy Bay just disappears really quick. Let me check and make sure we're actually still on course. Going a bit too far to the east for my liking. I could probably do with pulling that in a little bit. There we go. Alright, let's do this. Ooh, I caught an eel. Nice. And the eel got the last laugh because he took my hook, but I got the last laugh because I have more hooks. I got the final laugh, you stupid eel. Alright, let's have this thing. Yeah, that filled us up nice. I'll just go ahead and top off my thirst, leave the bottle behind. Yeah, let's try and keep this heading, and hopefully we should see the Dragon Cliffs in the distance, not too far from now. Ha ha! I spy with my little eyes some land. Land that is, it's actually not terrible with the wind direction. Should be fine. See here. So this is going to be kind of where the role-playing gets a bit interesting, because obviously I've been to the Dragon Cliffs myself many times. Our character, however, has never once set foot in this land at all whatsoever. So, this is going to be interesting. Because I have to pretend like I don't know where I'm going. Or that these people speak my language at all whatsoever. Supplies are still going pretty good, all things considered. I'm about halfway down with my first barrel of water. And my food supplies is, you know, it's interesting that the cheese doesn't last nearly as long as the fruit does. You think it'd be the other way around. You think the fruit would go long before the cheese would, but it is what it is, I guess. Wow, it's already 7 o'clock? Jeez. Okay, well, how long has this video actually been going on now? It's only 16 minutes into the video. Oh my good grief. There's really not much I can show you for right now. Because we're still a long ways out, so I think I'll join you guys again whenever I get closer. Hello, we're coming in from a very strange angle. Now my character doesn't have a map of this place. That's Newport over there, where the wind is blowing directly from, because of course it is. I mean, this is like the closest island, but it's also the smallest. Would the character go there first? Honestly, yeah, probably. Like, we don't know anything about this area. And we don't have a map. We don't know where anything is. I do. The character doesn't. I mean, for all the character knows, this over here is just going to be a rock formation that's just sticking out of the sea. I know that that's a sanctuary, and that over there is Newport. And then over there is going to be the Dragon Cliffs, but that right there might be Crab Beach. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. Should I maybe just fight the wind? It might actually be better to just tack, honestly. Just sail around the island and kind of catch the wind as we come back. That'd probably be the better course of action, in all honesty. Let's go ahead and turn on the lanterns so other ships in the area are aware that we're out here. I haven't been using the lanterns for the open ocean crossing because, I mean, the chances of actually meeting a ship out there are like slim to basically nothing. And I know as a player that there's no ships that cross the open ocean. Though that is something I would like to see changed. Okay, so there is a town over there. I can see a large structure of some kind. How many days do I have left to deliver these? 24 days. Dragon Cliffs. Yeah, we've still got weeks upon weeks to deliver these things, so we're not in any huge hurry, to be fair. Now, keep in mind, guys, that while I'm here, I can't pick up more missions. Unless they're going back to Astron. We might run into some priority mail or something, but I still haven't worked out how I'm gonna do that. Yeah, that's definitely a structure of some kind. Bare minimum, maybe they can kind of point me in the right direction, maybe. If there's someone here who speaks my language. The stars are out again. How's this doing, by the way? It's still doing pretty good. Have you caught anything? You have. Looks like a salmon. I could probably do with eating it. Sushi. Late night sushi. Delicious. Not really. I hate fish. By the way, did you use up... No, you did not. Okay. Very good. Very, 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 very good. Okay, admittedly, I could probably turn around now and kind of head straight into... the wind here. I was going to go around the island entirely, but I think this might be faster. Maybe. Hopefully. Come on. Please turn. Please. Please turn. Okay, yeah, it should be catching some wind. Let's try doing this. There we go. That should help out at least a little bit. And I also have no money here, but I probably don't need to buy anything anyway. Still got enough supplies on board my ship. I've got enough supplies to get me to at least Newport. Then I can probably buy some cheap stuff at the market there, and then continue on to the Dragon Cliffs. This is a very cool island. It's very, very tiny. I rarely get the chance to actually come here, but this archway that Sanctuary has is a really cool formation. Now watch the people here, like, not be friendly at all whatsoever. Watch them be extremely hostile. Hopefully not. Let's hope they're welcoming to foreigners. I wonder if you can use any of these other stars for a means of navigation. Probably not. At least probably not easily, anyway. I'm going to assume they have a dock somewhere. Or am I just going to have to, like, drop anchor and swim to shore? They've surely got a dock, right? Surely. I mean, you can't have an island settlement without a dock. Wait, hang on. Aha, they do have one. Okay, good. So now I gotta turn into the wind again. Which is just great. Not really, but it's something we have to do, regardless. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Turn, 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 turn. What the... Okay, I guess it was my imagination. At first I thought I saw a ship over there. I was... Oh, no, it's a rock. Okay. There's like a rock over there that kind of looked like a sail at first. How silly of me. I was gonna say, that's definitely a first. Oh, no. Are you still turning, or are you just dead in the water now? You should catch some kind of wind. There we go. Okay, probably do it just lowering this now. It's not really needed. Make sure it's tucked all the way in. Very good. And all right. Can only assume they have someone on this island that does speak my language. They might not, but hopefully there's at least someone who does. And hopefully they're welcoming of outsiders. Excuse me? Can anybody help me? Hello? That's, I think that's supposed to be the same symbol. It's kind of hard to tell. Uh, do you comprehende? Um, do you have a map? Man, you're creepy. You're just standing there silently. I feel kind of uncomfortable. You're, just standing there menacingly. Do I really want to go into town whenever it's pitch black? Probably not. Hello? This is a very awkward situation to be in. She's just standing there, just mannequin-like, and then I'm being a weirdo just popping in and out from behind the door. We've got a bit of a language barrier thing here. I don't like it. Do I trust the people to just kind of wait until morning? I'm not entirely sure that I do, but I guess I'll just have to sleep with one eye open until morning comes, because I don't know what else to do, honestly. Okay, well, I survived the night. No one came aboard the ship. Uh, make sure all my belongings are still here. No one has opened up the box. Looks like all my barrels and things still have water and whatnot, though I am getting very thirsty. And I should probably have... Okay, the bananas have officially spoiled. They can be fish food. Would a fish actually eat a banana? I don't know. That's actually kind of an interesting question. I need to look that up now. I must know. I must acquire knowledge from Google. Delicious bread for breakfast. Yummy. Okay, can anybody help me out? I'm a foreigner in a strange land. Hello? He's selling fish. What about you? Do you... Strange people. Very strange. They don't say a word to me. But this is clearly where I would come to pick up missions. Hello? Do you mind if I just take a little look? Ah, no. I'm at Sanctuary. Okay. Where the heck is Sanctuary? Okay, I'm here. The Newport's up here. And then the Dragon Cliffs are right in the middle. Okay. So, if I'm reading this right, that out there is Newport. Okay. And then... just using some common sense. At least I hope it's common sense. And maybe I'm just being a genius, or maybe I'm being a full-on idiot. I don't know. Probably the latter, if I'm going to be honest. Knowing me, it's definitely the latter. But that out there, that's got to be the Dragon Cliffs. It's the biggest thing in sight. I guess we'll find out when we get there, but I think, without a doubt, that out there is going to be Newport. So let's just continue on our way. Hopefully we get there before supplies run out completely. And, yeah. We're getting places. Kind of. Either way, I don't need to be here. I'm gonna get out of here before these people turn out to be cannibals or something. So long. What was it? Sanctuary? Yeah. I'll maybe see you again sometime soon. I don't know. You're very strange island people. Right, well, let's raise up the gaff sail and try and pick up some speed away from this island. I wish there were some games or something you could play on board the ship, but I guess I do need to kind of clean it a little bit. I haven't really been keeping up with my chores as well as I probably should be. Clean the ship, clean the ship, clean the ship, clean the ship. Um, I think that's as much clean. Well, maybe not. There, that's as clean as the boat's gonna get with just the broom, give or take. And anybody who tells me I missed a spot can get the broom in their face. First things first, whenever I get up here, I need to get a map. I don't know where I'm going. All I know is that sanctuary, and this most likely is going to be Newport. I hope it's Newport, otherwise I'm kind of screwed. I don't know where I'm going otherwise. And hopefully they'll take my my empty barrel and get some recycling going on. Might as well kind of throw this overboard. There we go. feel like that's catching maybe a bit too much wind. There we go. That should help out a bit. Now we just play a waiting game. Okay, we're getting closer. I'm hoping to see some lights or something at some point. Right now, all I see is just a giant landmass right in front of me. Right, how much am I making for Newport? 3,500. Okay. Suppose I could just look at the... Okay, yeah, we are heading to this island up north. I don't see anything further north of it, so... Just by process of elimination, we're going from this island down to this island, and then we're continuing on down to a strange place called the Firefish Lagoon. This is a place I don't know how familiar the character will be with the place, because it's not on the map. He's probably heard stories about the Firefish Lagoon, but he's never, like, met anyone face to face that's actually been there. So as far as he's concerned, it might just be a fairy tale. And I see lights of port over there, or lights of something. I don't recall putting you there. Well, go kill some fish or something. I don't know what to tell you. Oh, I don't know if you could pay me enough to do that. Just bite into a raw fish like that. I don't think that's something I could actually do. I'm sure there are people out there who do it, though. I am not going to be one of them unless I travel with Tom Hanks or something. It is Tom Hanks, right? Like the guy that's always in disaster movies. Like Castaway, for example. I think it's Tom Hanks. I don't know. I don't pay attention to celebrities. Celebrities are something I could care less about. Honestly, I probably couldn't care less about celebrities. Could not. Like, because when you think about it, there's really not a single thing that really makes them better than anybody else. Whenever it comes to actors, you're ultimately paid to pretend if you're an actor, but musicians and people who actually build up their business, I kind of have a modicum of respect for. But actors, get off your high horse. All right, let's go ahead and lower this. Let's get it prepared for docking procedures. I say procedures. All we do is we just bump into the dock and tie the ropes to the dock. That's basically the procedure. Okay, so let's go ahead and reel this in. We're coming in a bit faster than I was expecting. Alright, so this is kind of a larger town, though it's interesting because it's built on a foundation. Like a wooden foundation of all things, too. Like, wouldn't that wood eventually, like, weaken and eventually collapse? I think if I was going to build a town that's like this, I'd want to have the pillars be at least stone or something. Something that's going to, withstand the test of time a lot more efficiently than wood. But maybe they know something that I don't. I guess they do, otherwise they wouldn't have built the town like this. Alright, so, this is the place I'm supposed to be, right? I'm gonna grab a lantern. This is a bit dark for my liking. Hello? Is anybody around? Oh, there's a cart guy here. Do you... Oh. So it's gonna be like that, huh? You're not even gonna pay any attention to the foreigner. Gotcha. Arrogance. Okay, there's someone up there. And then... Excuse me? Do you... does anybody... Okay, I can actually understand. Excuse me, sir. Do you, is this Newport? It is. Okay. Where's the drop off? It's over here. This way? Okay. Once again, just kind of a strong silent type. Ah, here we go. Hello. Ah, so yes, this is Newport, and you have a currency exchange. Very nice. Okay. Let's, come back up here. Don't even look at me. Strange, silent people. This is like 3 weeks ahead of time. I should get a bonus for this. Well, there you are, sir. I hope you, appreciate all the effort I went through to deliver that. That was not an easy journey, just FYI. It actually kind of was. It was pretty uneventful. I think there's only one storm I kind of sailed into, and beyond that, it was kind of redundant. It was it was a pretty boring sail, all things considered. Hello. So I at least know where an inn is, so I can get a room. In fact, I think I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to put the lantern back up here, and I'm going to sleep on dry land. A nice, warm, cozy bed with some breakfast. Yeah. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to rent a room. Would you mind to translate for me? Yeah. Tell him I'd like a room. Thank you. Wait, did that just say 163? Good lord. That was a nice, comfortable bed. Well, while I'm here, might as well take a little look-see around the town, see... see what all I can get here. I can get some fishing hooks if I needed, but I don't think I do need those. Candles. More water. Salmon, you say? There's no rum or anything as far as I can tell. Is there another store somewhere? Another shop? Another merchant? There is, in fact. There are a few of them, actually. Lots of fish, all things considered. Like there's an absolute crap ton of fish here. Ooh, tea. Tobacco. Should really get a pipe at some point. Hello. Ah, this would be the inn, wouldn't it? Yeah. Um, tell you what, while I'm here, I might as well buy some food. Just kind of restock up on my supplies a little bit. Can get into the Dragon Cliffs a bit easier like this, without having to like worry about fishing or anything. Alright, so buy you, buy you, buy you, and buy you. Okay. That bread is done. Will you buy this? Wait, you're gonna buy rotten bread for... You know, that's not sketchy at all whatsoever. Okay, let's also buy all of these bottles of water. And let's also buy... Man, you guys have a very inflated currency, don't you? I'm not really a huge fan of alcohol myself, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. I don't suppose you guys have a map that I can potentially buy. I've really got enough water in my barrels, so don't need to stock up on too much water. Okay, well, I guess that's pretty much all I can do here. So, I guess we'll just be on our way. Nice little town, though. At least I've met someone who kind of speaks my language. Not super fluently. It was kind of hard to understand him, but he did at least speak my language to a certain degree, and that's extremely helpful. Alright, let's go ahead and fill up the lanterns again. Am I about to crash into a rock? No. Okay. Onwards to the Dragon Cliffs. provided we ever get around the island here. It's taking a minute. Hello. Ah, another ship. Well, boat. Technically. I see another island way off there in the distance. I wonder where that place is. It's not the Dragon Cliffs, I know that. I need to buy a table so I can store some things. I wonder if the company would care if I bought a table from here. I would say no, but there are... I have personally seen dumber complaints. I think my plan of just sticking to buying the knife might be, the best course of action, because I do need a chopping knife. I meant to buy one before I left, but then I just completely forgot. Okay, so, how do we go about dealing with this nightmare of an island up here?
The legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. The lake, it is said, never gives up her dead when the skies of November turn gloomy. With a load of iron ore, 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weighed empty. That good ship and true was a bone to be chewed when the gales of November came early. The ship was the pride of the American side, coming back from some mill in Wisconsin. As the big freighters go, it was bigger than most, with a crew and good captain well seasoned, concluding some terms with a couple of steel firms when they left fully loaded for Cleveland. Then later that night when the ship's bell rang, could it be the north wind they'd been feeling? The wind in the wires made a tattletale sound, and the wave broke over the railing. And every man knew, as the captain did too, 'twas the witch of November come stealing. The dawn came late and the breakfast had to wait when the gales of November came slashing. When afternoon came, it was freezing rain in the face of a hurricane west wind. When supper time came, the old cook came on deck saying, fellas, it's too rough to feed you. At 7 p.m. a main hatchway caved in. He said, fellas, it's been good to know you. The captain wired in, he had water coming in, and the good ship and crew was in peril. And later that night, when his lights went out of sight, came the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Does anyone know where the love of God goes when the waves turn the minutes to hours? The searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay if they'd put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. All that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rolls, Superior sings in the rooms of her ice water mansion. Old Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. And farther below, Lake Ontario takes in what Lake Erie can send her. And the iron boats go, as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remembered. In a musty old hall in Detroit they prayed in the Maritime Sailors' Cathedral. The church bell chimed till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. And the legend lives on from the Chippewa on down of the big lake they call Gitchagumi. Superior, they said, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
That was Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by Gordon Lightfoot, if anybody is interested in that song. Kind of a haunting song to kind of play whenever we're, on board a floating ship. Be playing a song about a ship that sank. But still a good song, nonetheless. Right, well, looks like we're going to be arriving... Hello, I can see lights over there. It looks like we're going to be arriving at the Dragon Cliffs in the middle of the night. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lower down the gaff sail. I'm going to swing the boom in, so it's at its resting place. And I'm just going to let the Genoa sail carry us in. Maybe I'll be able to wake up before we run aground. And hopefully the sun will be up again by the time we actually get there. It'll make sailing into the capital city a lot easier. Okay, I know you guys probably won't be able to see it, but I can see an archway or something in front of me. It leads into a canyon. And I think that is the way towards the Dragon Cliffs town. It looks like it should be an entryway. Now watch, plot twist is going to be a warning, and I'm going to be going into an area where the locals have tried to make a clear warning not to go. For a very specific reason. But it seems a little too inviting for it to be a... Oh, the sun's coming up. For it to be a warning. I think I'll just go ahead and turn these off. Yeah. This seems like a grand entrance, and grand it is. This is, some fine craftsmanship here. Who did this? Why did they do this? I mean, hats off to them. I mean, this must have taken hundreds, thousands of years to carve. I wonder how long they've withstood the test of time. Very fancy. Alright. Let's get back to the helm and navigate through this channel. Okay, I see lights. I see lights up ahead. That's a good sign. And the wind is roughly toward back. I don't know what to expect whenever I get here, but considering this is a capital city, there should be a number of people that speak the same language as me. Other sailors, merchants, people who might have moved here. There's any number of things could happen. Alright, so which way am I going? Am I going to go to the left or to the right? This telltale needs to be a little bit higher. It looks like I'm going to the left. Okay, let's go ahead and lower you. I don't think you're going to be super useful anymore. Let's pull you in. Whoa. Okay, so yes, to the left is where we want to be going. This seems like a very small city, all things considered. And at first glance, is that another ship? That is in fact another ship. I wonder if it's for sale. Okay, where am I gonna moor up? Wait, I see a blue banner. Okay, so I want to be further down there. I'd like to be close to the drop-off point, if at all possible. Okay, let's kind of turn a bit further over. I think we can just go ahead and start raising this up. I think we've gone far enough. Let's also loosen you out. All right, come here. And then grab you. Okay. Let's grab the mail first. We still had 24 days to deliver this. We had like 20... We had 3.5 weeks, basically, to deliver this. So that brings me up to 6,800. Not bad. I think I'm still... Yeah, we still got 33 days. I could take a miniature vacation here if I wanted to. Yeah, let's find someone who will be willing to buy some of my junk. Such as you, sir or madam. Sir. I could buy... Well, I can't buy a spyglass because I'm not allowed to buy anything from here. I can buy a map. Man, that's expensive, though. Good lord. I wouldn't mind having a table. Table would be very useful. Ooh, meat. Like actual proper meat. Thank you very much. Oh yes, I wanted to check this ship out, see how much it actually costs if it's available. I see a for sale sign on it, so how much are you, my friend? 88 gold. Oh, that's cool. The brig doesn't have this. Why doesn't the brig have this? Why do you have 2 beds? Oh, then all the controls and stuff are like up here. Huh. So, out of character, I thought the junk was going to be the least expensive out of the capital ship, or not capital ships, out of the big ships, because it's the smallest. Like, it has the least amount of room out of all the other 3 big ships, or, well, now 4 big ships. And by just like the vanilla game, I think it's also like the least customizable because you can't really, you can, but the ship has such a sophisticated design that it's really hard to actually go about customizing it without messing it up. Because the ship, even though it's kind of a double-edged sword in some ways, because it has the least amount of cargo that it can carry. Right? It is by far the smaller of the of the bigger boats, but it's extremely nimble and it is extremely easy to sail. And that's kind of where this thing's strength really lies, is that it can just chop straight up the wind at a really fast pace. It can't sail directly into the wind, obviously, but it can zigzag like an absolute champion, which is what makes this boat so freaking useful. Um, but I think our character has his sights pretty much set on the brig. But me as a player, I want to go down south and check out the new ship that's available in the Firefish Lagoon now. I think it's at Firefish Town. I might be wrong. It might even be Cassia Bay where you actually get it, but we shall see. For now, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a Recall the Video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, leave a comment, and if you enjoy this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel and hitting that notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a video. The posting schedule is getting a little messed up now because of the holidays. I've got a lot of things that I need to take care of, you know, in real life. But hopefully once the holidays are over, I'll kind of get back on schedule and we can start getting caught up on things. Well, there's also a dry dock over there. Okay. But yeah, for now, I think this is going to be where I call it. So thank you so much for watching. Once again, leave a like, leave a comment. And until next time, guys, God bless. Take care of yourselves. Have a very Merry Christmas. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.